What's up, everybody? Hawk Unleashed here today, and today we're going to do something a bit special. We are doing a tier list. You know, I seen this idea a few months ago, I think, by Mumblejumbos, and I thought it'd be interesting to do one in 1.16 with a full list of farms instead. This is going to be a farm tier list, which could be pretty dang interesting. So let's get started right away. We have a lot of items to go through, so we're going to go through them very briefly. So the first one, Skeleton Farm. Honestly, bones, coal, wither skeleton heads to get nether stars. I would put it at A tier. It's not an essential farm. You don't need that many beacons. You need a decent amount of beacons, but you don't need a ton. So it's a decent farm, I'd say. So let's go to the next beat. Can I go even lower? Yeah, no. Beetroot is one of the worst. You know, you can make red dye. Yeah, no. It's just no. Get out of here. Cobblestone Farm? Sky blocks. Yep, I'll give it that. Yeah, that's about it. We'll just toss that over there as well. Sugar Game Farm. One we can actually talk about now. Sugar, paper, firework rockets, maps, stuff like that. Decent farm. Good for Elytra later on, and that's the only reason I'd put it up here. I'd debate between B and A right now because Elytra is really the main use for it, and now that zero ticks are gone, yeah, we're gonna put it at A because rockets are used so much. So, chicken farm, nice, easy, simple farm to set up. It's C or D. I'd say it's a good, decent farm. It's a good food source. Not amazing. The new obsidian farms that are here actually are pretty dang nice. You don't really need them for anything. They're just cool. And since they're cool, we'll leave them up here. Like, they're not useful. They're cool. They're cooler than cobblestone generators. I'll say that much. Bamboo, good for scaffolding. Honestly, I may overrate it a bit by putting it at D tier, but I really like scaffolding for building. It's been very helpful for my tower and a bunch of other stuff, so I'm really happy with the bamboo. Creeper Farm, another one of the only used for rockets and TNT, actually even higher up then, because you can use TNT to level the landscape. Since I don't really use TNT dupers that much, Creeper Farms are nice. Unlimited TNT, good for rockets, honestly, overall passive mob farm, yeah. Decent amount of work to build, a lot of spawn proofing. Just not a lot of results you can get from other areas, so it's just a very meh farm in my opinion. The old kelp farms were pretty insane. You can make some good ones now with bone meal and all that, so decent. Used for fuel. You can make fuel, so we'll give this to our C as well. I'm overrating kelp, but yeah, I think it belongs there as well. Witch farm. This is the obvious one up here. Blah blah blah. Unlimited redstone, glowstone, all that. Pretty damn good. We'll give it there. Wow, we have a lot of farms left. Flower farm. Dyes, nice for building. And since I said scaffolding, building, well, we'll put one lower because even dying's not that much. Like, you need dye on occasion. It's okay. Yeah, it's about E. It's not beetroot level. Beetroot level is very, very bad, sadly. Yeah, pretty bad. Phantom Farm, I'm sorry. I've seen a few designs for these. They're cool. They're neat. But no. Not useful, to be honest. Zombie Pigmen Farm. This one, I'm very biased towards. Good XP, good gold, good everything. Decently easy to make a simple one. Complex ones are very rewarding. Honestly, probably one of the best S tiers in my opinion. Yeah. B farm. Yeah, it good for some redstone. Good for very specific redstone. Come to think about it, yeah, very specific redstone. Goodbye, honey. I'm sorry. Nah, honey, I'm good. Well, we can grab both pumpkin and melon at the same time. Honestly, good for emeralds. That's the only reason. Is there other ways to get emeralds? Sugarcane, paper. So yeah, emeralds I'd say C tier, almost going into D tier. Not too useful otherwise, but decently useful. Fish farm, fish, yeah. I'm sorry. There's better food sources. Almost F. You know, do I like flowers over fish though? Yeah, I do. No, it's not as bad as beetroot and phantoms though. Yeah, I'm sorry, but not as bad as that. Fish in the vine farm, the new vine farms. Honestly, another one where not useful at all. You don't really need them. Same with a regular vine farm. Like that may go up in D just because mossy cobble, all that. Yeah, it has some more uses than twisting vines, to be honest. Magma cube farm. I'm as interesting as these are. They're not really interesting. They're okay. Magma cream. You need like 5 of them, and you're good for like a week in the Nether. Basalt farm. Yeah, good for building. I put it with the cobblestone generator. They're pretty cool. They're neater than cobblestone generator farms, so they're pretty decent. Almost up there, but and I really like building with basalt, so it's a pretty dang good block. So let's toss all that again. We accidentally put basalt down there. So we're on the next row. Wither Rose Farm. Good for the wither skeletons. Not used for any other mobs. This got dropped really low now because no other mobs can spawn on them besides wither skeletons, but they're still essential for wither skeleton farms. So we'll put it at B. They're useful for just that, but they're very nice. They're essential for making those farms. It's a killing method as well. A slower one than falling, but they're okay. Actually, come to think of it, maybe we'll just throw him. Nah, he's the first B tier because it's not amazing, but still necessary. And then raid farms, they're cool. A lot of emeralds. Raid farms are really cool. That's the main factor they get up here. Totems Undying, useful. Emeralds, useful, but with a good villager setup, you can get that anyways. So I'd put them at A. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Wheat. I'm sorry, that's almost beetroot level. Like, they're good for your animal farms if you make like a little crusher for the mobs, entity crammer. But that's about it. Ghast. Honestly, this has gone up due to the Soul Sand Valley. I'd rate them right below the Creeper Farm, or almost at the Creeper Farm, because the gunpowder alone is pretty dang fast. But I think Creeper Farms are a decent bit faster. Not much more, though. Nether plants. Another E farm. It's like the flower farms decor. Not much more than that. It's kind of like the same with the vine farm as well. Maybe the vine should be lower in the obsidian, but I find them cooler. The nether plants, it's just shifting floor farms, so it's kind of boring. Trident farms, interesting. String. So, yeah, they're just a pain to make, I feel like, compared to others. You need well, collecting the items is even harder as well. But carrot farms, you know, villagers, good early game. Good food source for golden carrots. A solid D tier. Decent. This is a Hoglin farm. Leather pork chops, pretty damn easy to make. Pretty easy to make. Honestly, it's gonna go up with our wither farms. Very useful, very early and late game. Good food source for a while, and leather, which is useful for building a lot of different stuff. So, zombie farm. Good early game farm, XP, and that's about it. Some miscellaneous stuff you can get from it. Not really that good. Mushroom farm. Sorry, all the mushrooms you need to get are you can get by hand. Mushroom farms are so horrible. They are so atrocious. Enderman farm, good XP farm. Honestly, I'd put it still at S tier. Very easy to make. Very good farm in general. Ender pearls are useful time to time for building stuff like that. Not too bad. Blaze farm can be used fuel, potion making. I'd say it's another B one because you can make a decently efficient blaze farms now since lava pushes blazes, but it's not anything amazing. It's decent. Tree farm is, this might be a hot take, but tree farm is definitely one of the top ones. Maybe even higher because wood is always necessary for storage and they're just such cool farms. Just how you crush all the leaves and then you gather logs, push them out, blow them up, all that. They're very complex, cool farms, so honestly I'll put them at S. They're probably one of the top farms. I've never actually made one in survival, but they're pretty cool. Slime farms are another farm that they're good for a lot of redstone, but I don't use slime blocks for redstone a lot, so they're going down to B for me. Like, I like them, they're old farms, I do care for them, but I just don't like them as much as other people, so let's go with wool. Automatic wool farm, decent for building. I have to rate it the same as obsidian then, because it's not like as specific as a dye farm, but it's still decent. Beds, banners, a lot of different stuff actually. Ice farm, another one. I will, let's think. Ice, travel, that's about it. Because they're decently okay, cool farms. Usually you just mine down a bunch of glaciers. And then for that reason, I'm going to put them down there. Mostly used for transport. But the ice farms that do exist out there are pretty dang cool, I have to admit. Skeleton farms are a B tier farm. They're a nice early game farm. Yeah, they're just a nice early game farm, to be honest. And they give bones and arrows. And bones are really useful for the other farms. Guardian farm. Building out sea lanterns is a nice building material. Like, a good XP as well. Actually, the XP is really good, so we'll put it up there. The XP is cool. They're decently cool to make as well. I've seen one. I've never made one. I've helped make one before, but I've never made one myself, so they're decent. Squid farm. Yeah, wither roses cover for the squid. Because black ink. I'm sorry, but yeah, they go down there as well. It's almost to the fish farm. Like, fish farm, squid farm, very similar philosophy. Another one where, yeah, I'm tempted to put it here because they're like, I like twisting vines a lot more. I like cooler colors better than that. And yeah, that's just not a good one. Trident Farm, aka Drowned Farm, gold, tridents, nautilus shells. That's a decent farm, but once you get a trident, you don't need any more. Once you get one water conduit, you don't really need any more, unless you're going for a whole underwater themed area. But nice average tier. Once you get a trident, you're kind of happy with it. Wither farm. This is another one where you kind of want to put it up here, like nether stars. Who doesn't like that? But it just isn't beacons, I guess. Beacons. Unless you're doing some modded stuff, beacons are the only thing you can make, and yeah, they're okay. They're okay. I'll give it that much. Spider farm, honestly, just the insult to injury. I'll put it up here as well because string is really useful, especially early on. Decently annoying to deal with spiders though, so I honestly don't like making them. Coarse fruit farms as well. Let's take a look. I don't, yeah, no. Yeah, we don't have to take a look. Let's not even discuss that. That's gone. That's gone. Netherwort, yeah, no, die. And sweet berry. Okay, hear me out. Trading. You can make the same argument for netherwort, but at least that can be automated for the harvesting and planting. Like, you don't have to plant that more than once. You have to plant that every single time, so yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, no. And then bat farm. Okay, the tier of bat farm is above any other. Nah, it's mostly useless unless you're a big server, like a sidecraft server, they would call it. And that sidecraft server has a bat farm. It's pretty interesting. It's a cool farm. It's cool for, you know what? Out of coolness factor, we'll put it up here. Usefulness for the average player, literally none. But for those high technical servers, decently useful. Prevent the ice farms from breaking. And last but not least, the top tier, I would rate out of all of them, probably iron. Iron is definitely one of the best farms in the game because it's used for so much stuff. It's almost as good as wood, but wood can be gathered quickly compared to iron not being able to gather quickly without a farm. But let's take one last look at this, see if we rearrange anything. So I'm going to pause it. Okay, so I made a final few changes actually with this. So we got vines moved down here to E instead of D. I'm like, they're useful for building, not that good though. I moved fish farm down as well. I'm like, there's other food farms out there. Kelp farm, I moved down as well. Not that useful. Basalt, I moved actually up. I really like building with basalt. That's just complete bias towards basalt. I really love it. And yeah, nothing else. And if I had to pick like a general mob farm, because I didn't put that on the list, I'd put it at B tier, like a general mob farm right here. Because it's nice having all the drops at once, but it's not as good as a creeper or wither farm or anywhere up there. It's probably equivalent to a skeleton, but pretty good overall. So let's take one last skim. And I think that's actually pretty good. So if you guys like this video, see, I might do similar content to this later on, but I think it's overall a pretty decent list right there. And if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below thinking what I did wrong with the farms, because probably not the same tier list for everyone. But I will see you guys next time. Peace.